everyone, welcome back to TechnonTechTV. In this tutorial we're going to discuss about variables and constants in Swift. So let's start. So first thing that we need to do is open up Xcode. So I really like doing this by hitting command spacebar and just typing out Xcode and it will pop up right up. So if you haven't installed Xcode yet, then first watch my previous Xcode installation video. I have added the video link on the upper right corner of your screen as well as in the description box. Alright, back to the topic. The place that we are going to be written our code and why I really like developing Swift on Mac is in something called a playground. So go ahead and click on the file, then new and playground. Now choose it blank. We'll go ahead and hit next. It's going to ask you, hey, where do you want to save this? So there is nothing special about this file, like you can easily name it whatever you want and you can save it wherever you want. So I'm going to put mine on the desktop folder development. Now I'm just going to call this Swift Basics. Okay, whenever you hear a variable or a constant, just think, well, that holds a piece of information. So we'll go ahead and start first with variables. Let's go ahead and clear what we have on the screen here and go ahead and delete this up at the top here. It's probably a good idea to have import capital foundation up at the top here. One more thing is something that's cool about the playground here is it can automatically run your code for you if you like. Right now that doesn't happen. You have to hit this little play button to make sure that your code goes into effect. If you go ahead and do a long press here on this little button, you can select automatically run. That just says, hey, anytime you type out, some new code will just automatically run that for you. Okay. Back to the topic, variables and constants. We are starting first with variables. So to create a variable in Swift, you just type var, which is short for variable. Then we are going to do a space. Then we give our variable some sort of name. So let's make a variable that holds your age, for instance. So I am going to say var age space and then equals to, and then we say what number we want to go inside of this age variable. So I am going to put my age, which is 23. So we have now var age equals 23, and essentially what this line of code means is that we have created a variable named age and we have set it equal to the number 23. Now there are some other types of variables that we can create. I can say var name is equal to, and I can set it equal to like my channel name, which is TechnonTechTV. And so you will notice if I just try to type TechnonTechTV like this, it's not going to work. So if I'm using any sort of text, I have to put quotes around it. So I'm going to put a double quote. Now we have a new variable called name, and literally the name of the variable is name, and it's holding the value of TechnonTechTV. So just like I said before, variables hold a piece of information. Now what's awesome about variables is that they can change. So for instance, if I was going to take my age and I wanted to update it to say, hey, it's been a year, I am 1 year older, I can say age is equal to 24. And now all of a sudden age is going to be holding a new piece of information. Now if you want to see how this is the case, you will notice if we go ahead and just below where we say var age is equal to 23, if I just type out age, you will see on the right side of the playground is 23. You won't get this on Windows or Linux, but it shows you that what's inside of age right now is the number 23. And if I come down and I say age here after I have set it equal to 24, you can see that age now is equal to 24. And same thing with the name TechnonTechTV. If I want to change name equal to something else, like I'm going to change it equal to TechnonTech, well, that's totally fine with these variables. We can change the pieces of information. So you may be asking, well, what's a constant? A constant is very similar to a variable in that it holds a piece of information, but a constant cannot change once it is set up. So for instance, if I wanted to make a constant rather than typing var, I would type let. Var short for variable, that makes a lot of sense, but let for constant. I know it's a little bit of a jump there, but if we go ahead and change this to let, we now have a constant with the name of age that equals to 23. So again, it holds a piece of information, and constants and variables are so similar that we can interchange. Like now it's a variable, let's change it back to a constant. Like it's really that simple. And as I said before, constants cannot change once they have been set. If I try and say now age is equal to 24, well, we are going to get an error here. They are going to say you cannot assign a value to age. It is a constant, meaning that it already has information inside of there. You can't decide that it's going to be equal to something else now. So really that's the only difference between a constant and a variable, is that constants cannot change, they are constant, and the variable can change, they are variable. So my challenge that I have for you, and at the end of each of these videos I'm going to have a quick challenge to make sure you got something from the video and that you understand a piece of this. So we are going to say, I want you to create a variable named flower and set it equal to your favorite flower. Okay, so whenever I give you one of these challenges, I want you to actually pause this video and go do this on your own, and then come back and watch how I did it. Now it's really important that you pause and do this on your own, because if you don't, you really miss out on the learning. But don't just go ahead and watch the next portion. I want you to struggle a little bit if you are having an issue. So make a variable flower and set it equal to your favorite flower. Okay, go ahead, hit pause and do that now. Alright, so hopefully this first challenge was fine for you. We are going to create a variable named flower and we are going to set it equal to rows. Remember, if you are using text, you have got to put those double quotes around it. That's it for this video. If you have any doubt, comment us below, and if you found some value in this video, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up. And do share this video with your friends to spread the knowledge, and stay tuned for more videos.